Open world Mario Kart, online game share, voice chat, 1080p, 120 FPS up to 4K, 256 gigabytes of storage, backwards compatibility, Nintendo cooked, man! 93,000 likes, 5.3k reposts, 1.1k replies. Surely it's nothing but kind words in those replies. If you look at the timestamp on this, 8:20 a.m., okay? This was in the first 20 minutes of the Nintendo Direct, okay? So I was live tweeting as this happened, okay? I was live tweeting as everything was dropping. 120 FPS, Breath of the Wild, we won. If you saw that showcase, it looked insane. Elden Ring on the Switch, I personally don't even really care about that, but I was excited for other people who like FromSoft games, okay? GameCube Nintendo Online games, finally. This might be the greatest Direct of all time. Oh my god, Silk Song is real. I was so excited, dude. I was so excited. Nintendo was releasing some crazy stuff back to back to back to back to back. You could see my excitement if you watched the video of my live reaction. It was amazing, dude. And it kept going. It was Kirby Air Riders, FromSoft Switch exclusive title, bro. What? New DK, bro. The system is $500 and the games are $80. 15k likes. Look, if you look at this, there's a smooth, like, this one got 93k because it was just a controversial tweet. 4k, 2k, 2k, 2.9k, 1k, 1k, 15k. I think a lot of people clicked on my thread and they were like, bro, there's no way you're hyping up, you know, $80 games, $500 console. Because a lot of people saw this tweet and they saw this initial tweet after the prices already came out. When the Nintendo Direct was cooking in that hour, I was so excited. Everyone was. People were eating up this tweet. They were like, bro, I agree, we're so back, oh my god, you know, they cooked, I'm so excited. And it quickly went from Nintendo cook to Nintendo is cooked. Because, bro, there is no excuse for a $500 system and $80 game. When you're offering specs that are like PS4, Xbox One level, there is no excusing it being $500. The PS5 is barely worth $500. Barely. And the only reason that I would even justify buying one right now is because of GTA 6. That's the only reason, okay? I said, you know, Nintendo, chill the hell out. And then it just started getting worse and worse and worse. Apparently, this is the new Switch 2 UI home screen, hoping they add themes instead of just light and dark. Bro, what is this that I'm looking at? This is the exact same thing as the Switch 1. This is the exact same thing. It's new. And then how it works. Insert the game key card into the system, download the game. The game itself isn't included on the game key card, so you'll have to download it before you can play. It's not going to be for every game, okay? I know. It's literally going to be for, you know, third-party games that you usually get codes for anyway, but it just begs the question, why even have the cartridge to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Why even bother? Nubula with the 49 months. And so, of course, I had to tweet this underneath.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Of course, because I was, man. I absolutely was, dude. And, you know, I said, once you've sold your kidneys, left arm, right leg, and are ready to purchase your Nintendo Switch 2, you'll at least be safe from scalpers. Because Nintendo added an anti-scalper measure for Switch 2 pre-order invites. Customers must have purchased a Nintendo Switch Online membership for at least 12 months and played 50+ hours of gameplay on the Switch 1. I get it. I'm not a scalper, but like at the same time, it's like, hey, you gotta have like your prerequisites. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how they could prevent scalping from happening, but this is like, it feels like an extreme measure. No, I don't know. I don't even know if this is real. It's Dexerto tweeting this. We never know. Okay. And then I felt compelled to make an edit. Okay. Because this is truly how I felt. And up to this point, before I even made this edit, the Direct came out 2 days ago. Even now, I'm still getting replies of people who only read this initial tweet. People keep replying to this tweet being like, $80 games though. $80 games though. And I'm like, dude, did you not, you got, Twitter users gotta be Dragon Ball fans. They are not reading the rest of the thread, dude. They're not reading anything else that I posted. They just read this and they go, nah, these Nintendo dick suckers, dude. Oh my God, they're paying $80 games. And I'm like, dude, I'm not either. I'm right there with you, dude. But like, it's crazy because they think this is the only part of it. It's like, you know that meme where they're like saying something controversial on Twitter, then shoving my phone up my ass so the vibration gets me off. It's literally that to a T. Like the notifications have been non-stop. I have not stopped getting notifications since I posted this. I want my statement to be out there. It's always fuck Nintendo, dude. I'm not worried about what implications that might have if I say that. Don't you? I know some of you guys might be like, oh, dude, Rhett, what if you become a big streamer and suddenly, you know, you want that Nintendo sponsor? Nintendo doesn't sponsor anybody. But anyway, that being said, I made an edit because I felt like, you know, this encapsulated a lot of people's feelings. But here, I'll just let you watch it. I had to make that because that's literally what it felt like. This Nintendo Direct was like the highest high I have felt with something with Nintendo in forever. The last time was when Sora got added to Smash. I was like, bro. And then this, it's been like years. It's been like 4 years since that happened. Then this, I was like, wait, I don't know what they're cooking. You know what I'm saying? I was a little skeptical going into the Direct. Started playing. They started releasing some crazy shit. And I was like, wait, I'm back in. I'm back in, you crazy bastards. You know what I'm saying? You got all these goodies for little old me. And then they flipped the script, dude. It's the cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's the cycle. We are so back. It's so over. It's just a never-ending cycle, dude. It's a never-ending cycle. It doesn't go away. That being said, I had to conclude it with one of these. You know, PS5 has no games. Xbox is a joke. Switch is overpriced. PC players, me, smell bad. At the end of the day, we're all cooked. And of course, people took what I was saying literally. And people got their panties in a bunch at this, like, people have gotten their panties in a bunch throughout this entire thread. Like, I could spend hours showing you all the replies, but I'm not going to. You can go through this thread if you want to yourself. Like, I'll link it to you if you want to. But that last post really got people upset. Here, let me show you. Xbox is a better console out by a mile. You ain't fooling anybody, dog. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, the Switch might be cooked, but this is not your opportunity to sneak in a little, ooh, Xbox good. No. It doesn't work that way. And then, dude, the PC players especially proved my point in the replies where I say, because look, we all know PC is like the best, right? Like PC is, you can't beat PC with console. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? But I had to throw in a little something for the PC players. You know what I mean? I had to throw in a little something to make it even, right? Because I couldn't just be like, you know, PS5, no games, Xbox joke, Switch is overpriced, PC players are the fucking best. I had to say something negative about the PC players because, you know, I'm shitting on everybody who plays games. Because at the end of the day, we all take shit we all take shit, right? And so, you know, people kept going, oh my God, dude. And then, like, you know, PC has the least worst of the problems. Just take a shower. It's like, wow, it's a joke. What are you I'm fucking around. Like, how do you not get that? Like, dude, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. I love Twitter on days like this where, like, if I ever get a viral post, like, I've gotten a couple viral posts in the last year, but usually I'll mute them immediately. Whereas this, when this one blew up, I was like, I want to talk to people about stuff in the replies. You know what I mean? I want to talk to people because my initial tweet was in support of Nintendo, right? Because I was live tweeting as new announcements were coming out. I was adding to this thread. If you watch the video that's on Retrora Live, you can see me typing on my other monitor as stuff was being announced, and people thought that I was just glazing Nintendo without having known the prices, which, to be fair, it makes sense. Like, if I saw this tweet, I'd be like, what are you doing, right? But, like, let me go through some of the replies real quick. I want to go through some of the replies. Like this one, dude. I love how the excitement of this thread gradually went from pure joy and excitement to what the fuck is going on right now. And then I said, of course, live footage of me realizing I made an entire thread glazing Nintendo only to find out an hour later they were single-handedly going to cause the entire downfall of the gaming industry via price jacking. And then, you know, people were talking about the Steam Deck and it being better, and like the Steam Deck being better, that's not even like, it's like apples to oranges. We already know the Steam Deck is better. Like, I'm not gonna argue that, right? Dondo said the Pokemon trees will actually look good now. I honestly hope that, you know, Game Freak's, you know, Z through A, when it launches on Switch 2, I hope that it's good, because like they're falling behind significantly, and I don't know, you know, what they can do to bring it back, but I think having hardware that can actually run their games might help, but we'll see. I think their entire system for making Pokemon games is kind of cooked anyway. This guy said the Nintendo generation has started. Bye-bye Sony and Xbox. No blue check mark, no nothing. Just rage baiting for the love of the game, dude, because that's not happening. Like, it's Sony and Xbox are still leagues ahead of the Switch. You know what I mean? And of course I said, you know, they caught up, but they're shooting themselves in the foot but with their pricing. This person said $90 physical games. I said Rockstar's gonna drop GTA 6 standard edition at a smooth $199.99. I hope that they don't do that, but I could see them. I could see Rockstar and their entire team being like, wait, our competition, they're releasing this dog shit for $80 and they have people defending it. Wait, we could do the same thing. Wait a minute. The 180 happening in this thread. Real. You know, it just kept going, you know, and of course, like I said, people are still replying to this thread as of right now. They're still replying, saying $80 games. Oh, they cooked themselves at the prices. And it's just crazy because they don't see the rest of the thread. They don't want to read. Like I said, they might be Dragon Ball fans with their refusal to read. It's kind of wild. And to make matters worse, there is a development that happened today. Due to political current events, pre-orders for the Switch 2 in the US will not start April 9th, 2025. In order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions, Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch date of June 5th, 2025 is unchanged. GameStop will continue to work closely with Nintendo and provide updates as soon as more information becomes available. Stay tuned for further details. And what this might mean, the Switch 2 might be more expensive than the prices we already saw. It might be even more cooked than it already was. I have really low expectations for what the Switch 2 is going to look like on launch. I think it'll be great as far as like actual hardware, and I think the games will be great, but I don't think anyone's buying it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone's gonna be buying that shit, dude. I'm probably going to because I'm a streamer. I don't think the average Joe is gonna be buying it. Me buying a Switch 2, it's kind of part of like the job, right? It's kind of part of me showing things to you, reviewing things for you, having that fun gameplay experience for you to see. So maybe you don't have to buy the games that I'm playing, right? We'll see what happens, but this could be the Wii U all over again. I would love to be proven wrong. Maybe Nintendo will take their prices down, but I don't see that happening. $80 games? It ain't happening.